Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Yay. We made it. It's been kind of a hell of a week, frankly. Woo. Anyway, I think we all deserve to get here, and hopefully you're going to have a nice weekend. Keep cool. Be safe. Watch out for animals. Be sure to tend to their needs in this heat as well. My thought today is on walking on stable ground. Sometimes in life we might lose our footing a little bit. We may, sometimes life's about taking risks and taking chances. And sometimes that's, we need to weigh those options. We need to weigh those thoughtfully, responsibly, methodically, all of those things. And make sure that we do walk on solid ground, have good footing in the decisions that we make, and not to be, don't be sidetracked by other people's opinions or the junctures they may have taken in their life in order that you make the decision in yours. Sometimes we have to do what's best for us, not based on what somebody else thinks we should do or not think we should do, or based on their history or experiences. Not that we don't need to pay attention and be grateful for those people that are willing to offer their advice and input. Of course. But we've got to be careful where we walk. We've got to have stable footing and solid ground in how we think about things, how we process things. Why are we doing the things we're doing? How do we come to that culmination of a decision? Did we pray about it, first and foremost? Where do we come to that conclusion that was a good idea? And sometimes that means we have to pay attention and look around. I mean, is it solid ground? Is this really a good idea? Is this a good decision? Is this a knee-jerk reaction? Is this based on somebody else telling me what I should do? Have I thought this out? I mean, have I done my research? And so that's really important to do. It's not about falling through the potholes and pit holes in life because we're not watching where we're going. That we need to think things through and pay attention to the signs. And take note of what's working and what isn't. And again, if you need to revamp something, every day we've got free will to do something different or start anew and to get on solid footing, stable ground. And maybe if it means you need to change something and redirect something, of course that's what you should do, and pray about it and weigh all your options. And if it's something you need to do, you need to, don't hesitate or procrastinate, but make those decisions and do so with confidence and be on solid ground in your decision making. And also in the advice that we give to others, when we give advice, we shouldn't expect people that, okay, I give advice, that they're required to follow my advice. And so what my solid footing and solid ground might not be the same for somebody else. And we've got to have the humility to know that everybody has to make their own decisions in life, and every day we make decisions. Every day we wake up and make, walk our own walk in our own boots, our own shoes, our own high heels, whatever they may be, and make sure that we take those steps on solid ground, that the decisions we make will be long lasting and, will be purpose-filled and in a direction that will fulfill us and maybe even the people around us, whoever's involved in our lives. So that's my thought on that, is if you're not on solid ground, maybe you need to take it to knee and pray about it. Maybe you need to stop and, think about, all the whys that you're trying to make this decision. And are you on solid ground? Are you walking on a solid foundation of where you're making these decisions from and where they're coming from and why? And if they're not for the right reasons and coming from a lot of thought and prayer, then maybe you need to rethink that. So that's my thought on that. I also wanted to touch base on something that may not resonate with everybody, but as many of you know, I'm a survivor of suicide from a few years ago. And, you know, there's been a lot of suicides in the news right now. 2 different band leaders, you know, Linkin Park, Chester, that had yesterday, and Chris Cornell with Soundgarden, just actually, you know, and so, you know, that's important to bring about suicide awareness, and it is preventable. And if you know of somebody that is showing signs of distress or talking things that are not normal, out of their realm, you could tell that they're going through some serious dark place, or starting to isolate, or making some not very great decisions. Be sure to reach out to them, or reach out to somebody who is in the profession, or somebody that's close to them, family member, whoever, that can get on board to letting them know that there's a problem, that this person, this friend, this family member, this coworker, whatever it may be, this neighbor, you're concerned about. And we've got to stay cognizant, because, you know, sometimes people don't know how to ask for help. And again, this is something very close and dear to my heart. And it's very important that we get on board to addressing that with those people we care about, or that we may even work with, or whatever, that may be going through something. And by all means, don't just ignore the signs. Don't just ignore it and think, oh, well, there's nothing I can do about it. Be sure to address that with the appropriate people, and or authorities, or friends, family, whatever, that you need to let them be aware of a concern, because it is preventative. It is preventive, and believe me, you know, it leaves its lasting marks on on people that commit suicide. It follows the loved ones for the rest of their life, and so be sure to speak up against that, okay, and help if you need to address that with somebody, or whatever their situation may be. So anyway, that's what I want to discuss today. I hope you'll have a blessed day. Be safe. It's going to be hot this weekend. Again, watch out for animals. I sure appreciate your love and support. Keep looking up. Never give up. Always take the high road if you can. Be authentic. Be true. Be transparent. Talk at you later.